Here we go. Here we are, day 2 at the PGA show for McGolf. Day 1 of the actual PGA show, and it is the demo day. And let's talk about the demo day and the ACCRA Demo day, at least for a little while, next. Welcome back, not to the McGolf shop, but the McGolf household, which is our room at the Rosen Point, Orlando. And we're here to talk about not just fittings, club repairs, and all that other stuff, but we are going to talk about the demo day. There's a little bit better. And the ACCRA Demo day. So it's a Demo Day Plus, right? And that's what we're going to do. And so it's 2023. Basically, the golf industry's recovered quite a bit, and the PGA show took quite a hit because, well, number one, nobody could travel, and then you had to wear masks. Nobody liked doing that. And this is basically the first year in probably 4 years, 3 at the minimum, that this thing has really gone full tilt. Now, just before that, you had some club manufacturers that just didn't want to participate, and that was making it pretty rough. Last year, there weren't any, and this year we've seen a resurgence. So there's Ping, there's Titleist, there's Cobra, there's Callaway, and there's Titleist. Did I say Titleist already? Anyway, and Titleist. So there's at least 5 major manufacturers out there. Plus, what we're seeing is Nippon, Graphite Design are back, and then what we're going to talk about, ACCRA, which it also represents True Temper, that were out here yesterday. So we're going to see that. Plus, Start Grip has made it back. These are just the component people. There's other folks from Korea, Harkin, I think is the name of it. Plus some other manufacturers. There was Power Golf. There was Jumbo Max made it. Flight Scope made it. The VGA made it, which is the Veterans Golf. The Golf Range Association, and a sundry other like accessory support people that made it out. And it was really a good time, right? It was really a good time. So what I've got here for you is assuming I can get it. I've got a little video that I made for you guys on it, and I'm gonna have to dig it out. I had it earlier. Yeah, so we're going to try and pull it back out here. Oh, I know. Yeah, while I'm looking here, like and subscribe, and that way more of this gets out, and we'll see how these live streams do. All righty, here we go. Videos. Boom. And I don't have it. I need that. Give me just a second. Anyway, we'll keep going back to it. Good night. I knew I kept it for a minute. Give me a second. Oh, and they're just looking at my sketch. Okay, let's put this back together, and we will. There's best laid plans of mice and men. I had this thing earlier. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to this thing. Let's see if we can't get you a little something here. All righty. Bam. And why this didn't stay with it, because I loaded it earlier. Here we go. Here we go. Can they hear anything? Is it making noise? Turn it up, because I can't hear it. Can they hear anything?
I hear you.
Turn it up, because I can't hear it.
I don't hear you. I hear your voice. anything or see anything on your, what you're showing.
You don't see that at all? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, look at that. Aren't we just a bunch of professionals right now? All right, let's do it here.
Just talk.
Don't tell me to chill.
Talk. Just talk.
All right.
You don't need to show. Just talk.
Bit too large. Well, anyway, here we go. We're gonna go back since the video all of a sudden decided it's too large. Here we go. Here from the demo day, or from the ACCRA demo day. We'll start here. So this is a picture of me with one of the guys in charge. He was one of the fitters that you see on the Club Champion videos when you go out there. He and I got to talk a while. We enjoyed each other's videos. It was pretty good. We have Mike Statura of Golf Digest. He's the one that deals with the top 100 club makers, golf courses, and the gold list. There was that. So we had a lot of that going on. And then at the demo day, the Flight Scope folks, the gentleman to my right and to my left were the South Africans that I golfed with at the ACCRA demo day. Some fantastic people. They were really, really nice. And Albert is on the right. He's a new addition to the Flight Scope crew. And always the top All right. Oh, there. Now we're back. Okay. So the hotel internet is basically, it's poor. We'll go from there. Anyway, for the lack of a better term, there it is. Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirates Cove. And what I get down to is I am the championship of the universe. So there we go. Championship of the universe. We do that. That's an annual thing for Mrs. McGolf and I. We go to Pirates Cove and we see what happens. And it's typically a back and forth kind of situation. This time it just landed for me. So, okay. So to take things off, you guys saw the video. Hopefully you have seen the video for ACCRA Demo Day. And I was talking with Lee. Lee is a longtime friend, and he was talking about the golf shafts. Now, the two that I picked were the two that are new additions to the line. Including in that is they upgraded the I-Series iron shafts. The Iron Series iron shafts, what they've done is they beefed up the butt section, and they've and just a tad, right? Just a tad. And then the way that the shaft looks is that there's a weave that you can see in the back end, and the logo is a little bit better. Okay. But the TZ SC and the other and the TZ iron shafts are the new addition. Now, they're also a True Temper dealer, and True Temper is releasing a Project X wedge shaft. And they're coming in different flexes, and I believe they're in different weights as well. So we'll see something about that. Hopefully we got some stuff to test. Now today in the demo day, and it's basically exactly what it was: people hitting golf balls, that kind of thing. And so we were walking around, met a lot of people, and actually one of the guys that you see that we see on one of the guys you see on here that we talk with regularly in the McGolf community, Travis K. I got to meet him. He came up and stopped me, and we got to talk for just a few minutes, and it was really neat to put a name to the face. So that was really neat, and so we got to see that. So back to demo day. Flight Scope has upgraded their programs to include face impact. We're going to have multi spacing so that you can see it like 4 squares on a large display. That's coming. We're going to see them again. These are just things I just basically are breezing over these because we're going to cover them in detail in the next couple of days. But we saw that the Callaway booth was moving around as one can expect. The Mizuno booth had a lot of people there, as one can expect. The Cobra area, which was just a big party zone, had a lot of people there, as you can expect. Same thing with Titleist and Ping. All right, so everybody wanted to hit the new gear, and there was a lot of people there. In the putter section, Makefield, of course, I've got a connection with them as far as liking their putter. Oh, and by the way, we talked about the BGT shaft that I put in there. I was telling you how well I was doing it. That was literally the only thing I could do during our scramble. Every putt was, if it didn't go in, it was like very, very close. So this thing's a gamer now, and it's really nice. But they've released two new styles that could go center shaft and heel mounted, but you can interchange different hosels. All right, you can interchange different hosels, and that could be a real plus if you like a particular shape, but you need maybe an offset or maybe not, for that matter, right? So they're one is about the size of a rosy mallet, and the other one is much bigger. It's a much more bigger moon shape. We're going to talk more about that one again later. I got to see the lab putter. I didn't get to hit them, but I got to see them up close and personal, and the forged carbon looks cool. That just really will come down to feel. We did get to see something in the way of the putt view. There's people wearing these goggles and virtually putting for real. I'm not quite certain how that was all working out, but it was there. Nippon was out there releasing an 850 Neo instead of a 950 Neo. The graphite design was a QC shaft, was the new one for them, and Jumbo Max was the light where they got the rubber coating around it. It's a little firmer, so they have this lightweight, non-taper tipped grip, which looks to be pretty cool. And Star Grip was out, and they were showing more people how to put grips on without tape without tape. Squares was there. That was a surprising thing. Squares was there, and they were, showing off their product, having people hit. It's kind of unique in this particular day and age, but they were sizing people up and then letting them go hit. So it was unique, but it was working. One of the funnest things I saw, and I have a video of it, it was called Power Golf. And basically it was I'm not sure it was a 410 shell, but it's a little small a charge, and you put it into this club head, and you put a ball behind it, and you have this handle, you push down on a piece and you push a button, and basically this explosive charge hits this ball and sends it out, and can go about 2 1/4. And you can set it. It can go 2 1/4, 100 and some change, 75 and 25. And you just set it down, bam, hit it, and out it goes. So you could, that would be like the ultimate one club tournament club. There was some neat stuff out there. And where else do we see? U.S. Kids was out there, and there's one more that comes to mind. Who's the other one that we saw? Just seeing. Anyway, a lot of this will come out in the video, but there was a lot to be seen, and that was the part of it, right? That's what we wanted to show you, or at least tell you about. Normally all the releases, Ping, we've already seen the releases. Callaway, we've seen the releases. Titleist, we've seen the releases.
Shrixon.
Shrixon, that was the other one. Shrixon was out there. The ZX7, the ZX5, all look really neat. They're a lot cleaner, right? And the driver is a lot cleaner. Now the thing at the Mizuno booth, normally people are hitting all these irons, and they've got the last 2 irons in their line being released. Everybody's hitting the driver. So there's a lot of interest in the driver. So that could be something as well, right? And so we're gonna see about that. and be able to test it. We're talking with all these people in the next 2 to 3 days, so that should be a good thing. And so there we go. Right. So now I got to keep this. This one is about a 45-minute edition because we have a dinner appointment with a longtime friend, one of my mentors, and it's kind of it's one of the long-standing dinner appointment that we have at the same place at the same time, and I'm just not going to miss it. So let's get to some questions and see what we can talk about. All righty, up to the top. Paul Van Fleet, Jim Robson, Epsom salt, warm water, anything? Yeah, no doubt, right? We calculated it was a little over 5 miles of walking today, up and down some hills, so it was impressive. Wilson's Dynapower is going to be released. I just talked with the guys at Wilson, and the right-handed stuff is available, but it won't be released until next month, which we're close to the end of it, so it's not like it's a long time away. And the left-handed stuff is the forms were completed weeks ago, in the tune 2 weeks ago, and we should be seeing some of that. All righty. There's not a golfer. Howdy from Georgia. Hello. Mike Engel from Indiana. He's on there. Danny is there. Camp Living. Camp to see good enough of this channel. Keep coming back. Good content. Well, I'm glad you like it, bud. Oh, the other thing is, guys, now tomorrow this is not going to be the same setting. We're going to be outside. Right? We're going to try a different location because apparently this internet is not very good. And we're going to try and find another place that's a little bit more conducive to doing this. But it will be at 6:30. It will be a little bit longer, and we will have more to show you in the way of pictures and that kind of stuff. Emmanuel, how you doing? Love the ACCRA shaft discussion. Wasn't that great? There was 4 separate stations, and we got to hear about different things from each one of them, and I videoed each one of them. But Lee and I have been doing that particular segment for at least 4 or 5 years now, and it was funny. He came to find me. All righty. Jim Ron got out of high. I guess so, bud. I guess the thing just took right off. The snow was just horrendous, and I feel sorry for them, but I'm glad I'm down here. Robert, what do you say, buddy? What impressed me most about today? Well, I didn't put anything in my hands today after golfing yesterday. Well, except for the putter. Yeah, I did try the Makefield putter out, and I gave them some feedback. I think they're still looking at the feedback. Trying to think. From what I saw, unfortunately, I've seen most of the stuff except for the ping and the Titleist stuff. Honestly, the thing that impressed me the most this time around was the upgrade from Flight Scope. There's going to be an impact position, much like you saw on the Foresight where they show you where it's impacting. They're going to have a icon on the face in the location. And there are these people hitting this golf ball and trying to hit it off center, which was really kind of funny because half of those guys couldn't hit them off center or couldn't hit them on center anyway. But what they were doing is they were taking the dig in the dirt and they were seeing where the impact was. And then they would come up and they would measure it against the display screen and go, and they were like, yep, is it good? Is it good? Yes, it is. And I watched a couple of guys from Flight Scope actually hit it, and they measured it, and sure enough, it was you can measure it millimeters. Now the cool thing is not only going to be in the X3 but in the Mevo Plus if you purchase their pro. I guess there's a pro plan involved with this. If you get that upgraded plan, it will come with that. That can be quite the game changer as far as more information, knowing what's going on, particularly for the layman. But that, for me, that's what I saw. All righty. Robin talking to everybody.
Squares. You said squares.
Yep, we saw squares. Not a golfer. There you go. Those curtains make me want to go get some Bee Gees and dance the night away. Dude, you are not wrong. And the funny part is this is the we've stayed in this room. Let's say we've gone here 18, 19 years now, and 17 of them have been in this building. And it's funny, the layout has never changed. Obviously, you don't want it to, but sometimes they repaint and the decor is a little bit different. But these curtains seem to survive. They really do. I can see and hear you fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think that what it was, the connection. The connection here works everybody on a timer, and we're gonna have to go downstairs or do something differently. Hope you're enjoying your trip. Thanks for taking the time to spend with us and share the products. Loving the ACCRA shaft, I'm convinced. Well, good for you, dude. I'm glad to hear it. They have a long line, and plus, anybody that's an ACCRA dealer also has access to the True Temper and the Aerotech stuff now too. So that's an impressive little setup, and that's kind of what we want, right? We wanted to almost one-stop shopping if you're into those particular brands, and you're allowed, for those of us that are PFCs, we get to touch the special edition stuff or the tour edition stuff. So yeah, they've done us very, very well. All right. Good evening, Michael Bart. Well, thank you, sir, for staying up late again. Just back from Algrave for some sunshine golf. There you go. All right. Jerry, you are most welcome, sir. I think it's going to be a good product for them. Oh, saw the Onyx stuff on Stack Golf Channel. Some really nice looking stuff, especially the double kick point shaft. Hope you get to see it. The Stack Golf guy and girl, John and Ash. I don't know the Stack Golf folks. I'll have to look them up. Yonex was there. We typically don't step into their booth only because it was more from a business decision, not the fact that it's poor stuff. I'm not so certain what a double kick point shaft would be, but you never know. The way that the design changes are nowadays, they could probably put one together. The Mizuno driver seems to be the hit of the show. Well, right now it's getting a lot of love. I haven't hit it yet, but we're going to try it again. We'll probably try it. They'll have a place to hit it at the driving range indoors. And I got some video when I was doing the Mizuno booth. Actually, if you look really hard at it, and I wish I could pull the doggone thing up, but the the video, the guy swinging in the background, that's the lefty. That's Matt from TXG. And there's Michelle talking to him. But we got to see that one. I met with Ian and Matt and the guys from TXG. It was really quite the good conversation. Hello there, sir. Deuce, did you get to meet Rick Shields? I haven't seen him here yet. Now I have met him and Peter Finch. When they were teamed up together. That was a few years back, and I was just getting started, and we got to talk back then. Now I haven't seen him, so hopefully we see him going around. Then again, they're not real. It comes and goes. They're not real big with the PGA show. Then they are. Then they're not. Then they are. So maybe they are this year round. Back, there are quite a few YouTubers that have reviews on the two Dynapower drivers and the new irons. They look amazing. And you know what? They are. The Wilson drivers are actually getting a lot of love. They really are. You got the one with the carbon top, and then you get the one with the titanium top on it. And it's actually, they're two neat little drivers and two specific drivers and an adjustable driver that's not from one of those driver versus driver situations. So we very well may see some really good stuff from there. Okay. Wish I could be at the PGA show. Pardon me. It is a lot of fun, Kendrick, but it's also a lot of work for, if you truly are looking for your business, because there's a lot of people here and there's a lot to see and a lot to do. So you got to really narrow your stuff down. Thanks for the report. Enjoy the warmth. There you go, Greg. Was cold up here, huh? Normally you're all about being in the warm. Good for you.
3,500 subscribers.
All right. And Cam says, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Please do. Please, please do. All right. I actually got down to the bottom for the half an hour part of this. That's not too bad. Now, I hope that in the next couple we take a lot more pictures, and I'll have more for you that would be coming more live when we go back inside. And so it'll be 2 days for sure. Third day, we're going to do what we call a trip through the show, because it's a half of a day, and then off we go, and we're taking off. So if you got, again, guys, if you see something that's in there and it interests you, please let us know. Right? Just please let us know, and we'll try and take a look at it.
Somebody's asking a question about the squares.
Oh, okay.
Squares mesh shoes. Yes, we saw them.
Yeah.
And I want a pair without the spikes.
You want to tell them, because like they can hear you.
I think they just did.
Yeah. Yes, Mike, we did get to see the mesh shoes, and actually they're very, very cool. There's several different colors. They got the black and the gray, and they're in the way that the coloring's on it, they're actually lighter, and they do look really, really nice. And talking with the owner, there's going to be a red, white, and blue coming out in the mesh, so it's going to be very, very good. But yeah, if you're looking to get squares and you wanted something lighter as far as a total weight, but it still has the same foundation, that one would be one I would suggest as well. But yeah, they were doing pretty good at their booth as well. All right. So what do we got? I'll go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. I would like to. Well, let's go back to this. Here we go.
See Kendrick?
Nope.
Wish I could be at the show.
Yeah, I saw that one. All right, here we go. There's Ian.
Where's Ian?
Bam.
Where's Ian?
Let's take this.
Oh, okay. Trying some photos out of it.
Yeah. There we go. We got Ian at the pirate ship. We got to see that going on. And we saw him, and we saw these guys. That was at the Flight Scope booth. So those are the big ones for right there.
Go eat your dinner. No one wants to ruin it in your...
At the bottom of the page, and shares video of any size. Present. Here we go. Before we go, this will be the last thing right here. Now that I've got it, here we go. One for you guys, and I appreciate you taking the time. Here we go.
We're going to the show.
Not that one.
Welcome back.
Merry Christmas. I'll try it one more time. Video file. I will get this right eventually. There we go. There's Matt. That's Matt from TXG right there. And there's Chris over in the left-hand corner. That's Scott Gorley from Scotland, one of the best fitters over there. New ACCRA putter shaft. And there's our guy. That was the demo day at ACCRA, and that was one of the holes on the course. There's Ian again. Oh, listen to this.
3, 2, 1.
Go on one or go on three.
3, 2, 1, go. Ready?
We've got
And we're back. Well, this is just the most insanely bad internet. So we don't make an embarrassment out of all this, and you guys don't get too disgusted with us. I think we're just going to call it even and go meet our dinner friends, and hopefully you guys tolerate us a little bit more on 6:30 tomorrow, and we'll be at a different location, and we should be okay. As it go again, guys, thanks for attending. Thanks for putting up with all this nonsense. And let's see your scores. Go low.